Good afternoon from southwestern Finland and the Port of Turku, and welcome to today's 1.5 hour direct broadcast, where we will get a brief introduction to see the various services and connections offered at the Port of Turku. The broadcast will also be recorded, so you can watch it afterwards or share it with your colleagues if you wish to. We have 5 operators lined up and ready to introduce their core businesses and operations, and of course the CEO of the Port of Turku, Erik Söderholm, who will open our session today with an introduction of the port itself that is actually over 870 years old. Our speakers today are Director of Sales and Business Development at Baltic Line, Mika Saarinen, Member of the Board at Turku Stevedoring Company, Riika-Maria Iljin, Head of Cargo Sales, Marina Hasselblad from Tallink Silja, Manager Key Accounts and Marketing, Larry Andersson from Stevena Ltd, and last but not least, Mr. Harri Tamminen from Viking Line Cargo, Vice President Freight at Viking Line. Sorry. We have a full agenda ahead, so let's get directly started with today's program. But before we give the floor to Erik Söderholm, I want to remind you to use Slido to make sure this time is well spent for everyone and that you get all the information that you need. We want to make this webinar as interactive as possible, so we hope that you write your questions in the box that you will find on the screen, or maybe an even easier way is to use your mobile phones by scanning the QR code that you have on your screens now. And write your questions using your mobile phones while following the presentations. The Slido question box is, however, not visible while using full screen mode on your computers, and that's why we recommend using the mobile phones instead. You can write your questions during the presentations, and we will ask some questions directly, and after all presentations we will move on to a Q&A session at the end where you can ask questions directly from all the representatives at the same time. So I do recommend that you stay online for that part also. But now the floor is yours, Erik Söderholm, CEO of the Port of Turku.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and very best regards from the oldest port in Finland. The long history is a great value, without any doubt. We do, however, want to be a front runner in the development of ports in Finland and in the Baltic Sea region. We are therefore, or have decided to invest 200 million euros into our new RoPax facility. The most visible part of this investment is the terminal building itself, called the Origami, with Japanese influence. This terminal will be able to house 4,000 passengers, and the total area is 10,000 square meters. We will commence the operation of this terminal building in the beginning of 2027. The terminal building itself is only a visible part of our total project. We are, of course, on the same run, renewing our piers and berths. You can see here on the picture, the blue vessel will be the pier for Tallink Silja, and the red one is for Viking Line, and they both have direct connection to the rail and road traffic system in Finland. The blue area is the actual parking place for export vehicles with a volume of 7,000 lane meters. We will have space for a long future. The red part on this is the new road connection to our Finnish road system, and will be much faster than the one we use today. We are not only a RoPax port, we are also a cargo, general cargo port. You can see on the picture our West Harbour, and we are also investing here next year into the shore power and the new pier. Our main products are rolling cargo, i.e. RoRo, traffic, project cargo, and especially steel. We also have a daughter company called the Turku Free Zone Company. The Turku Free Zone Company is offering its customers warehousing space and added value services. We have warehousing space, warm, heated, cooled, you name it. The only products we don't touch are living animals. The hinterland of the Port of Turku is of course important, especially for cargo customers. We have 3 main streams in Finland. We have the main road number 8 to western part of Finland, the coast road, going up to Pori and further to Oulu. Then we have the road number 9, which goes to Tampere and Jyväskylä, the heart of Finland. And of course, we have a direct motorway connection to our capital, Helsinki, the E18, which enables the trucks to take the goods in 2.5 hours between the cities. Our present traffic network can be seen on this slide. As you can see, we are active both in the Baltic Sea and in the North Sea. And I just want to tell all shipping companies at present that you are most welcome to Turku, and we are happy to open new connections. Also, it's worth mentioning that we are or want to be a forerunner in the green development, and we have a great goal for 2035 to have a totally fossil-free connection and traffic lane between our cities in 2035. This cooperation is together with Viking Line. Thank you. I'm happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Erik. We actually have a couple of questions coming in here through Slido. Great that you already use it. An interesting one regarding the big port development project. The question is, which tools are being considered for reducing the road congestion?
Yes, it's mainly this smart port solution that we are using for it. And of course, together with it, we need to have a mobile system. I can see in the future a system whereby the mobile connection to trucks will be used together with this smart port system. But that's way ahead. It's not tomorrow, maybe in 3 or 4 years' time.
Great, thank you. And another question before we let you take a break, before the QA. How has the services for freight traffic and drivers been taken into consideration in the port development project? Do you have any, or here at the Port of Turku, any special services that have been added or planned now while it's ongoing?
Yes, the company Plugit is just working on a loading site for electrical trucks. This loading place will be around 1.5 kilometers from the quayside. So that's very new, and that will be located at the resting place of the trucks. That's one big thing. But we also, after we have finalized the fields and everything, we have to look into more services like social resting places and so on. Yes.
Great. Yeah, that's really important for cargo drivers today. Okay, thank you. You can have a break now, and we will move forward in our program, because next speaker goes in with a very strong topic. That is nothing beats experience. 40 years of liner traffic service in the Baltics and North Seas. So let's hear from Mr. Mika Saarinen, Director of Sales and Business Development at Baltic Line AS, what this topic and strong experience actually is built on. Please, Mika, floor is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mika Saarinen. I'm a Director of Sales and Business Development in a DSD company called Baltic Line AS. And I'm here today to tell you about our liner services and the recent development in our green transition. Baltic Line is a member in DSD Group. DSD, originally the Stavangerske Dammskibelskap, has been founded in 1855, and Group is still a family-owned company. Since the early days, the group focus has been in maritime activities. Still today, moving people and cargo is our core business. In addition of carrying cargoes at sea, we move every day 500,000 people in Denmark and Norway. 500,000 people every day. Altogether, we are a team of 5,000 persons. But now we take a focus of Baltic Line. Baltic Line AS is a liner shipping company with headquarters in Stavanger in Norway. We run a liner service already for 40 years at Baltic and North Sea. Today we operate a fleet of 3 ice-class Finnish flag multi-purpose vessels from 3 to 5,000 tons in deadweight. Our vessels can carry practically any cargoes which you can handle with a crane or forklifts except bulk cargoes. Here is our operating area. We have 2 services. Baltic Sea service connects Finland with Norway. On the route, we have several liner ports in various countries. Furthermore, we can make a wide range of deviations en route beyond our liner master schedule. We sail every week from Port of Turku towards Norway, and we also have a weekly sailing from Sandnes, Stavanger, Norway towards Turku. We have also other service called North Sea service, which connects Norway with Amsterdam and Hull. About our multi-purpose operations. Unitized cargoes we load via sideport into the vessel, but at the same time our vessels can be seen as a conventional box-type vessel which is loaded with the cranes via hatches. On a deck we have a possibility to carry various kind of project cargoes and containers. Here is a typical layout of our vessels. So on the height of hold, which is about 8 meters in our vessels, we have 2 decks. So we have a tank top and then we have a twin deck, which both can be accessed via sideport or via crane. Vessels also have their own forklifts on board, so we can call our fleet as a big moving terminal at the sea. Some more words about our sideport operations, which is rather unique. With the sideport vessel, we offer an alternative to direct trucking. Sideport operations are sensitive in cargo handling and practically all-weather operations. And what is most important, using a sideport vessel and sea carriage in general is a very low emission transport method. Project cargoes are very important for us. We carry a lot of tanks, silos, constructions, offshore industry machines, working boats, and diesel engines and generators. Our strength is the fact that we can offer part cargo rates for project cargoes. We have a frequent vessel positions which can be arranged fast even with a short notice. But on the other hand, we also can give rather accurate laycans with the long notice. Totally, we carry about 400,000 tons cargo in a year. Our biggest cargo flows are steel and metal products, such as steel coils and steel plates, and on the metal category, nickel, zinc, and aluminium. These represent about 2/3 of our cargo flows. We also carry raw materials, mainly in big bags, fertilizers, animal feed, fish feed. We are not a container line. However, we can carry containers, and our focus with containers is to sail on niche markets to the ports where others do not go. On the forest product side, we load mainly boats, and as said, project cargoes are very, very important for us. Last year was a big year in green investments for us. We assembled 20 foil sails to our largest vessel, Odamari. We also have nowadays electric forklifts on board our vessels. And for example, here in Port of Turku, our Baltic Ameli is connected to the shore power, which makes the loading operations practically emission-free. We respect our clients highly, but it's also nice to see sometimes to get the same kind of respect from the clients. As a small evidence here, we received a sustainability award from one of our main accounts, which of course makes us very proud and humble, and it encourages us to continue on the green path we have chosen. That's all. Thanks for your attention.
Brilliant. Thank you, Mika. That was super interesting. And we are so happy here in Turku also that you are connecting to shore power. That's super important. We have a question coming in for you here on Slido. How often do you do deviations in addition to your normal liner ports?
Yeah, it's actually quite routine for us, more or less on every voyage. Our vessel Baltic Madonna discharged yesterday in Kristiansund, close to Trondheim, a cargo which she has loaded in Sillamäe, East Estonia. Week before we loaded a big project on deck from Turku to Lysekil because the transport permits were not available via road. So more or less on every voyage we have something special, which is not special for us, it's our daily bread and butter.
So you are like really flexible.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I'm sure that's quite important to quite many here listening today. Thank you, Mika.
Thank you. Pleasure.
We'll get back to you soon in the QA. We will be moving forward now to the first stevedoring operator represented here today. The next lady sits on quite many chairs here in our port, and she is an absolute expert of stevedoring services and heavy lifts. Representing Turku Stevedoring Company, our next speaker is Riika-Maria Iljin, amongst many tasks, also a member of the board at Turku Stevedoring. Please, Riika-Maria.
Good day. My name is Riika-Maria Iljin. I'm a board member in Turku Stevedoring Ltd. My topic is stevedore, crane and logistic services, customer-oriented. My presentation includes a lot of pictures, all about our activities happening in the Port of Turku. The company name is Turku Stevedoring Oy, registered trademark Turku Steve. Company is founded in 1972. It is family-owned and also family-operated company, and we're making a generation shift within a few years. We're located only in Turku, and we're employing about 26 people. Turku Steve provides stevedoring and logistic services, both roll-on, roll-off, and conventional lift-on, lift-off vessels. We also own and provide service with port cranes. So a few core business areas. The port crane service for heavy goods and special cargo. And the railways go to port. That gives more options for your transportations. And Turku also has wide road connections around Finland. The stevedoring operations means handling the liner vessels, cargo, and all vessels carrying steel products. Service can be the whole logistic chain from the factory to the end customer. We have a lot of experience in operating with roll-on, roll-off vessels and also MAFI handling. For containers and flat tracks, really the handling can be done no matter of the cargo, and we have the right machines and the skillful personnel to handle the units. And we are also specialized in the different cargo projects, and we have a lot of machinery for different operations. So Turku Steve also provides warehouse service, normal warehouse and also customs warehouse, and also outdoor storage for all the customers, really no matter of the cargo. Our strength is to manage the whole logistic chain, so the customer doesn't need to worry about the goods, the deliveries, or the timetables. And one of our special core business is customer-oriented services. This means that we're here to find the solutions for the customer's needs and take care of more than just the handling of the goods. And these services are specific for the customers. We can also make our own equipments, invest in machines or forklifts if needed for the operation. And we can also make fast decisions, and we have good contacts, so we can get also the machines fast. So there are 3 port cranes which Turku Steve owns. The main cranes are the blue gantry crane and the grey multifunction crane, with the third crane for the heaviest cargoes. Our machinery consists of forklifts from 3 tons up to 25 tons, all with adjustable settings for the multi-purpose use. The main forklifts are between 10 to 16 tons, and they are used for steel handling. We also have 2 ridge stackers and 4 terminal tractors with 28 muffies in current fleet. And few words about our services for the customers. So our main work is to operate the weekly liner vessel from Norway for Baltic Line. We provide also steel handling, warehousing and freight for Tata Steel and Salzgitter Group. For Meyer Turku, we handle, for example, rudders, motors and lifeboats. For project cargo customers, we have done work for example, Turku Water Pipeline, Finnish Defence Forces projects, and Mobimar oversized cargo handling. We have also experience with ro-ro operations with different customers and vessels over the years. Our core business is seen in this map, where it's marked cranes, ramps, warehouses, and outdoor areas. Our operations are in the Port of Turku, where we have about 80% of all the material flow, and we are focused only in Turku. In space, this 80% means about 2 hectares of warehouse space and 3 hectares outdoor field space. And finally, a few words about our business idea, the foundations. We want to develop operations with customers and give a personal and tailored service. And with the skill for personnel, right machinery, and customer-first attitude is our main foundation. Safe work environment is a key element for us, and also, of course, in stevedore business in general. Environment, health, safety, and quality development and implementation for IT systems support the foundations. We want to give the solution for the customer's request and make your business more efficient. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Riikka-Maria. I love it that you mentioned Meyer shipyard in your presentation, because that's such an important thing for all of us here operating in Turku and the maritime cluster, and that really needs special handling, the things and parts that is going to Meyer shipyard, who builds the biggest cruise ships in the world. You really have a lot on your plate, don't you?
Yes.
And a lot of experience also. I know that your company is running in the family. How long have you been operating here in the port? Or Turku Steve, not you. You are a little bit younger, but the Turku Stevedoring.
Yes, so the company has been operating since 1972, so over 50 years.
Okay, that's impressive. Thank you, Riikka-Maria. I'll see you at the Q&A at the end. You can have a break now, and we will move forward to our next speaker. You can also write your questions. Remember, using Slido during the presentations, and we will ask them directly after the speaker is done. And then at the end of this webinar, we will go back to the Q&A session with all of the representatives here today. But we are on a quite tight schedule, and we will move forward directly to our next speaker, who is ready to give her presentation here in the studio. Many of you actually might know her from before, since she has a very long career with cargo sales in Tallink Silja Line and can be considered one of the most experienced experts of the sea transports in our area. So next we will give the word to Head of Cargo Sales at Tallink Silja, Marina Hasselblad. Ready here to start her presentation. Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Annika. I'm happy to be here speaking to you all. Today I will talk both about cargo services as well as cruise experience, which we provide for our cargo clients and passengers. First, something about different products and services that Tallink Silja Line offers all our clients. We operate in the Baltic Sea with routes between Estonia, Finland and Sweden. And we operate with 8 vessels. All of them are cruise and cargo vessels. Tallink Silja Line cruises are operating under Tallink Silja Line brand, and we guarantee an excellent cruise and passengers service for truck. Well, the cruise services offer experience for passengers on board with different bars and restaurants and also special services for kids. The Tallink shuttle service was launched already in 2007, and this was first of all year-round fast services that was introduced within the Finnish traffic. Today, our service is provided by 2 of the most technologically advanced and sustainable ships, Megastar and MyStar. The service offers 12 departures a day and guarantees a 2-hour voyage. On all our cruise and shuttle vessels, we also offer a Ro-Ro type cargo transportation service. We guarantee a fast, reliable transports of trucks, trailers, machines, factory cars, etc. from port to port. Today we are offering not only onboard shopping services, but also onshore shops, as well as very fast expanding online shop. We offer a wide range of conference and business meeting service on board our ship, and in addition, the same service can also be provided on our hotels on shore. We also create different kind of travel packages, including, for example, complete mini cruises and overnight hotel and spa packages, as well as city breaks. We have 4 modern hotels in the city center of Tallinn, Riga, and since 2023, all our hotels are Green Key certified. Tallink Silja Line offers an extensive route network in the Baltic Sea by connecting key business hubs, Tallinn, Stockholm, Turku and Helsinki. We have 5 efficient routes with 130 weekly departures. And this route network also gives a possibility for example, our cargo clients to use so-called triangle traffic. So the truck can go from Estonia to Sweden, from Sweden to Finland, and then back from Helsinki to Tallinn. In addition to this route network, additional special cruises to Visby and Riga are usually during summertime arranged. And If you not yet have plans for Christmas, I can suggest a Christmas cruise with Baltic Princess from Turku to Tallinn this upcoming Christmas. Sustainability is of course important also for us, and our sustainability vision is very easy. Where we can do something, we do, and improve the people and the environment around us. We have done a lot of technical solutions on board our different ships. And as an example, I can talk about the upgrade of Baltic Queen in 2023, when the ferry was upgraded with new innovative propeller blades. And this technical upgrade resulted in a significant improvement, including reduced fuel consumption by at least 14%, lower emissions, and decreased water noise, underwater noise. All our routes and timetables are planned to be as effective as possible. It's most important that the sailing and port operation times are kept, so we can be able to reduce fuel consumption and emissions. Over the past couple of months, there has been liquefied biogas, or LBG, tests performed on our vessel MyStar operating between Helsinki and Tallinn. As a result, there is plan to replace fossil LNG completely with LBG on both shuttle vessels Megastar and MyStar during 2026. When switching 100% to this LBG, according to our calculations, we are able to reduce emissions on our shuttle vessels by around 80%. Tallink aligns its supply chain by prioritizing local and sustainable suppliers, enforcing a strict supplier code of conduct. Then if you look at this Turku-Stockholm line, where Tallink Silja line offers flexible cargo services on our cruise ship Baltic Princess. We are putting a lot of effort on our port operations to guarantee fast turnarounds and make sure that the ship is leaving on time. Every minute is important, as we are all the time trying to reduce fuel consumptions and emissions. And next week we move to a new time schedule, and by then the ship will go to Långnäs at Åland Island, and by doing this, thanks to the location of Långnäs, we can reduce fuel consumption and by that also emissions. The location of Port of Turku is of course very good, but also the port on the other side, Stockholm Värtahamnen is very good and efficient for cargo transportations. Norra Länken in Stockholm provides an easy and fast connection to the highway up north and south in Sweden. And as I said, also Turku has a very good location, and it's easy to reach the highways throughout to Finland. And we are of course waiting for the new terminal and port areas and see what efficiency the Port of Turku will give us then. Then some words about our cruise services here on Baltic Princess from Turku. You can choose between a 23-hour cruise experience, or a 1 day in Stockholm, or if you are living from Sweden, 1 day in Turku day cruise experience. It's perfect for conferences and business meetings, and during the voyage, you can enjoy the wonderful and beautiful archipelago in Turku, Stockholm, and Åland Island. Thank you.
Thank you, Marina. That was really interesting, and to have a little bit of the passenger side also included in your presentation. I know that you did a big investment renovating Baltic Princess recently this year.
Yes.
8 million, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
What's the
correct.
budget? That's a lot of money. Can you tell us a little bit of what was the main things that were renewed on board?
Yeah, what's visible for the passengers?
Yes.
It was the shop area and also the dining area, the grill house area, and also the aula area. It makes the ship much modern and bright, so to say. So everything has been done for efficiency, of course, for the people working on board, but also comfort for the passengers.
Okay. I'm eager to see that myself. I haven't seen that the result of that renovation yet, so I'm looking forward to go on board and see what
welcome
has been
on board.
Thank you. We have a question here on Slido for you. If you want to answer now directly, how does Tallink Silja address environmental requirements and emission reduction in freight transports?
Well, as already said, we do a lot of improvements on our ships that, of course, affects also the cargo transportation immediately. But for example, in Tallinn and in Helsinki, we have mobile check-in possibility for our drivers, and that reduces stops and waiting time in the port area, and of course reduces fuel consumption and congestion. So we hope and looking forward to have this possibility also in Turku in the future.
You will. I promise. I can almost promise that. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Annika.
I'll see you soon at the QA.
Okay.
We will move forward to our next speaker, because Turku offers several options for stevedoring services, and now it is time to hear from the other. I don't want to say second, but we have another representative of a stevedoring company, Lari Andersson, who is the manager of key accounts and marketing at Stevena.
Thank you, Annika. Glad to be here today. At Stevena, we combine decades of experience with forward-thinking approach to deliver efficient, reliable solutions for cargo handling and logistics. Our commitment to operational excellence ensures that every shipment is handled with precision and care. We do understand the complexities of modern supply chains and work proactively to minimize delays and optimize through output. This dedication has positioned us as a trusted partner for businesses that demand reliability and expertise. Our group connection. As part of the KWH logistics family, Stevena benefits from the strength and resources of a leading logistics network. This partnership allows us to offer integrated services that meet the highest standards of the industry. Being part of a larger group means we can leverage shared knowledge, advanced technologies, and broad network of sister companies to deliver solutions that go beyond basic cargo handling. Our customers gain access to a comprehensive logistics ecosystem designed to support growth and efficiency. Integrated solutions. Our operations are built on collaboration, integration, enabled by KWH Logistics and its sister companies. It ensures smooth coordination across the supply chain, delivering value and efficiency for our customers. This approach means that from port handling to inland transportation, every step is synchronized to reduce bottlenecks and improve turnaround times. I will continue also with that, what kind of cargo we handle. Our teams are trained to manage sensitive cargoes, and we have experience with general cargo, project shipments, and other specialized freight, giving us the flexibility to adapt to changing market demands. We operate not only in Turku, but also in the ports of Uusikaupunki, Naantali, and Hanko under the name Stevena. And for instance, in Hanko, we handle roughly 100,000 semi-trailers. In Uusikaupunki, we are more keen on bulk and also handling new cars. So we can adapt. KWH Logistics operates across nearly all major ports along the Finnish coastline. This extensive presence guarantees flexibility and comprehensive service coverage for our customers. Whether your cargo requires handling in the north or south, our network ensures that we can provide consistent service standards across locations. This geographical reach is a key advantage for businesses seeking reliability and scalability in their logistics operations. And why to choose us? Choosing Stevena means partnering with a company that understands your business and shares your commitment to excellence. We combine local expertise with global standards, ensuring that every project is executed flawlessly. And I would say that Stevena is you can close this, that with deep roots in Finnish port operations and the backing of KWH Logistics, Stevena delivers integrated, reliable solutions that keep your cargo moving efficiently every time. Our goal is to be more than a service provider, and we aim to be a strategic partner that helps you achieve long-term success in a competitive market. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. That was a festive way to round up your presentation. Just to make clear, because Port of Turku is not a bulk port, and this was mentioned in your presentation here, and you also mentioned that Turku is an important location, or Port of Turku is located in a strategically good place for you. Could you tell us a little bit more about why Turku is important for Stevena?
Well, we've been here around. We were founded around 4 decades ago in Naantali, which is just a few kilometers from Turku. So this area is the core of our business, and depending on where the customer needs to have their cargo, so we operate there. So for instance in Turku we operate also with mobile cranes and so on. So we can, and we have warehouses here. So it is the customer's choice to be here, and we are glad to be here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And the strength of a small port is, as Mika Saarinen already mentioned, the flexibility.
Yes.
We can always adapt to the customer's needs, which is...
Yes. Some wise has said that it's better to be a big customer in a small port than
well said.
a small customer in a big port.
Well said. Thank you, Larry. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. The time has come to move on to the last speaker of today. Mr. Harri Tamminen from Viking Line Cargo is ready here to take the word, and at least I am very eager to hear what Viking Line has in store for us next, considering the pioneering environmental work they are doing all the time and doing big paces to reach emission-free and fossil-free ship transports. Please, Harri, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Annika. And in behalf of myself and the company Viking Line, I also welcome you all to this webinar. It's been interesting to listen to my colleagues' speeches and the facts which they are presenting. I'm going to talk a little bit about, or given our idea of the route to the greener logistics. My name is Mr. Harri Tamminen. I'm the head of the freight department in Viking Line, and I have a few slides first to go through about our company. Viking Line is stock listed company in Helsinki, stock exchange since 95. Last year's revenue mounted up almost to 500 million euros. We have had last year around 4.6 million passengers on our vessels, 135,000 roughly freight units, and we have about 2,400 employees in our company. Moving on to the environmental issues, which Annika already mentioned, it is an important fact for us. The Baltic Sea and its archipelago holds a special importance for us at Viking Line. Our roots are here, and many of our clients and employees live along its shores. Our hearts will always beat for the Baltic Sea. We at Viking Line are passionate about climate-smart sea transports and sea travel, as well as about new solutions to produce environmental benefits. Here you can see on this picture some of the actions which we have taken along our environmental journey, which in this picture starts from 80s when we started using divers to brush off the bottoms of the vessels instead of using toxic paint. And all the way through 90s, 2000, 210, 220s, to latest steps involving LBG, biogas, and being active on green corridor activities on the Baltic Sea. But you can also reduce your climate footprint. Over the past 15 years, Viking Line has succeeded in reducing carbon dioxide emissions from our vessels by almost the third, and we are continuously exploring the market for future fossil-free solutions. We at Viking Line actively strive to decrease emissions, including the operations of Viking Glory and Viking Grace, which call even Turku port daily, and using liquefied natural gas and utilizing of our food waste as a raw material for the biofuel. And by saying you can reduce your climate footprint, when we started 2023 June, introduced for the passengers on Turku-Stockholm vessels an option to purchasing biogas to carbon offset their travel and thus reduce their own emission by up to 90%. We offered the same possibility for all freight units in September 2023. And then the last but not absolutely not least, we went on to offering the September 25, we increased the share of biogas per freight unit and made it possible to cross the sea totally fossil free. And it covers even all other routes which we are operating and all our vessels, and it's possible on every single departure. So the choice is yours. You can reduce the climate footprint if you wish to do so. This might sound very, very theoretical, but in fact, this is already a reality with our transports. The clients, the passengers are buying to reduce their footprint when we're offering the biogas possibility, but also on the cargo side. Here you can see some of the quantities which we transport with the help of biogas, totally fossil-free to the sea. So it's not a theoretical fact, it's a reality already today. So we're not talking about something which might come in the future, but it's already here. And to be more detailed how much you can reduce your carbon footprint. One customer case, when one of our clients is transporting from southern Sweden to southern Finland a cargo, let's take this unit 24-meter freight unit with roughly about 35 tons of cargo. If you only use fossil fuel, LNG and normal diesel, the emission is around 1,500 kilograms per trip. But if you then choose today the LBG for the sea and for the road transport, HVO, you come down to less than 80 kilograms of emission for the entire leg, the entire transport. So it is a reality already here, and we are very proud to be able to do this, and I hope that it will be more than an option for our clients and their clients. A very big thank you for your interest and your time, and now Annika is going to send me some hard questions. I
Start
believe.
grilling you.
Yes. Now it starts.
Always a pleasure
And I'm
listening
the last
to
one,
you.
so I need to answer the whole one.
Yes, and we have a lot of time, so
okay.
don't go anywhere.
Exactly.
I have to mention that I always love when you mention the Felix ketchup, the symbolism of your red vessels, and that the ketchup was the first fossil-free product to transport.
Did you see it
Was
has
it planned?
it has a green cap on it as well.
Oh, so that's how the
Yeah,
customers
that's
knows which
why
one.
yeah.
Yes, but well-chosen product. I have to say, the ones who know, they know that there is also a nickname for.
Yes, I'm only buying Felix ketchup.
So do I, actually, to be honest. Nothing else anymore. We have a question regarding your favorite topic, which I hope so, is biogas and reducing emissions. Your presentation shows that clients are already taking advantage of your biogas solutions, significantly reducing emissions. Is there still room to welcome new freight volumes and customers using biogas?
Good question. And yes, there is. We haven't been able to sell entire capacity which we have, not by far. There's a lot of room for increased volumes with biogas. So every single client are welcome to contact us and hear the possibilities which we have. So yes.
What do you think is the reason?
Of course, it comes with the price. So it has to be the price. And the economical downturn which we probably experience in Finland currently might have something to do that people and the industry is not able to pay the little premium which it comes with.
Well, I think it's great that you still go forward with everything and are ready to invest. And naturally, I have a little bit of own interest in especially the line between Turku and Stockholm. Is there anything interesting, anything new that you want to reveal here today?
No, nothing I can. We are still a stock-listed company, so there's nothing to be
They're so secretive.
to be informed about. But this is one of our major routes, and we want to invest on it. We want to be the best in the field, even on this route. So it is an important route for us, and we're looking forward, as our colleagues, for the new terminal, new quays, to make it more effective port than it's already today.
So do we.
Very good.
Yes. So let's bring on in your friends and start the QA.
Yes.
We're going to show you a short video here in between during the time that we bring in everyone else back here to the floor, and we can start the Q&A session. So now remember to send your questions on Slido using Slido. You have the QR code now here on the screen. So just join Slido and send in your questions, and we will start the QA. Okay, welcome back. And now it's time to start the QA session. So you have been sending a few questions here already that we will start with, but keep them coming, keep them coming. We have plenty of time to answer your questions. But we will start with Mr. Mika Saarinen from Baltic Line. We have a question here for you that is, can you carry also hazardous cargo?
Yes, actually we can. On every sailing we load hazardous cargoes here from Port of Turku. Of course, with hazardous carriage you have plenty of rules and procedures to follow, but it's been a very smooth cooperation with the port authorities and our partners in stevedoring. We can carry most of the classes, and I would especially like to mention that we can carry also explosives in classes 1.1 and 1.4, which in these unfortunate restless times happens at Baltic Sea. Also, military equipment is one of the cargoes we are interested in, knowing that we are not calling Åland Island on our way towards Sweden, so it's always a possibility.
Interesting. That's really interesting. And as you say, under an unfortunate situation, a big business that is increasing now. So it's important to be able to also reply to that need.
Correct.
But does it take any extra measures when you are transporting these hazardous like explosives?
Well, in stowing the vessel there are restrictions, distances and how to combine different classes. So yes, it needs special measures every time, but we have very professional crews and officers who are good at their job. So it's still our normal business.
And if the client has this kind of need, should they contact you directly?
Yes,
or?
Yes,
okay.
yes, and then we take it onward. Very often it means that we will involve the authorities together with the port and Traficom and so on. So these are always joint arrangements.
Okay, thank you. That's really interesting. Next one goes to Erik. Are you ready?
I hope so.
What steps are Port of Turku doing for the green transition in the value chain, considering your or our partnership in the Green Corridor project with ports of Stockholm and Viking Line regarding electrification?
Yes, I would say that we are doing it so far as a free choice, but the shore power will come anyway, everywhere in the EU region. So we are not waiting for the rules to come into force. We are moving ahead, and as we are now building our new RoPax terminal with Arias, we are also making ourselves ready for the cabling and all these kind of technical sides. So depending on the power company in Turku Energia, who has to make some investments in the hardware, we are ready as a port. We are just waiting for the investments from the power company. We are ready.
Okay. And as we heard from Mika, they are using, and the cargo vessels are also.
Yes, the cargo vessels will have it already next year, because the demand is much smaller than the RoPax vessels.
Of the power itself.
So that will happen in the Western Harbour already next year. So this is much an easier solution, and we can do it with the present power supply. But once we deliver to Viking Line and Tallink, we need much more power, and Turku Energia has to invest into that.
Okay, that's a good thing that it goes forward. And you mentioned already in your presentation also that the electrification in the value chain also for the trucks.
Yes, that's going on.
Yeah, that's already a work in progress, as we say. Thank you. Stevena, Larry, you're next.
Thank you.
Next question is for you. You mentioned commitment to sustainability in your presentation. What measures and actions has Stevena taken towards sustainable operations?
Well, first of all, sustainability, if you look at environmental things, is that we are using energy, we are consuming energy. That's one thing. And what energy? That's one one point, and also, of course, the efficiency, so how much you use energy. So that are two questions. Big question is of course, if you use bigger cranes. We are just having one new investment. We have a material handling machine, which we choose to take with both electric capability and a petrol machine, because the grid is not ready yet. So we have to take that. Of course, the machinery in ports, they last a long time. So we cannot change, let's say, the whole machinery packed at once. For instance, for electric machines, that's not possible, and it's not even you can get fuel that is kind of better for the environment. So what we do is we offer, of course, these services, and we are trying to also to look at the lifespan of not only machinery but also warehouses, buildings we have, is as long as possible. So it's small steps, but we are ready, and we are investing in everything new we invest is, of course, the sustainability is taken into consideration. So short answer.
Scalable solutions is probably the answer to everything at the moment. Yeah. Would you like to, Riikka-Maria, ask our other stevedoring representative reply to that? How does Turku stevedoring answer to the requirements of sustainability?
Well, yes, thank you. Well, first of all, the port cranes run with electricity, so they're already green. And also our focus is to make, and we have also begun making the investments for the smaller forklifts from 2 tons to up to 8 tons for electric forklifts. But and also our company cars are run with electricity. And as far as the bigger machines, the 16 tons and bigger, and also ridge stackers and thermal tractors, we're taking an eye for the markets and for the innovations. And also we want to see how the user experiences are, how the bigger machines run with electricity, and also the power is the key.
Yeah, it's a lot of power that you need also. So I think it's a big. You have to try yourself and see what happens. Erik, there is a lot of machinery also run. We have the operators in the port, but also the port has some machinery. Has the port addressed this?
We have turned all possible vehicles that can be found in the electric ones, but there are of course still some vehicles that cannot be found in the market. But that's the target. As soon as possible, all vehicles should be electrified, and it's pretty simple for us because we have short distances to move here in the port, and we have charging possibilities all over. So once the driver takes a cup of coffee, he can put the charger on, and when he's back in the truck, it's loaded again. So for us, this is quite a simple thing, and I think we've been quite successful, especially with the cars. There's a very good supply from the market. And I mean, we have very good leasing possibilities as well. I think the operators have a far more difficult task, because if you take tug masters, for example, you might find four-wheel drives already in the market, but the prices are sky high. I mean, it's probably 2 or 3 times more than a conventional one. But those will come. It's like electric cars in the old times. They were very expensive. Nowadays, they can even be cheaper than the diesel cars. This will come, and we want to be there as well.
And if I go on a cruise, can I charge my car during the time in the port?
Yes, we have, together with Turku Energia, built a nice field behind this house, actually, where you can charge your car. And I'm unhappy that not more passengers have found the place. Maybe we have been bad in marketing, but we do have charging possibilities, and you can leave your car for the whole cruise at this place and charge your car, and when you come back, your battery is full.
Sounds perfect. And how does the port get the energy? Has there been any investments in that?
Yes, we have solar panels on the roof of this house actually. So in the summertime, we get the power from the sky. But of course, we have normal systems here as well. But that's something we want to develop, and we are going to build a parking house next to the terminal, which will be ready in about 18 months' time, and there will also be charging possibilities.
Sounds great. Looking forward. We go back to Mika Saarinen. What kind of cargo do Baltic Line normally ship to deviation ports?
It's mainly project cargoes of various kinds, silos, tanks, offshore industry. But we do also take a normal break bulk, big bags and pallets, but that requires about 400 or 500 tons of cargo before we can make a deviation. But mainly projects, but we are open also for so-called normal cargo flows. Cargos from the trucks are very welcome.
Okay, thank you. Then let's see. Next one is for Marina and Tallink Silja. Are there any plans to increase capacity or change schedules on Tallink Silja's Turku-Stockholm line?
Well, we have decided to continue to Stockholm, not to Kapellskär as we did earlier, but to Stockholm. No plans to change the timetable, do major changes. We have at the moment different timetables during summertime and different during winter period, and that will continue. And we will continue with one ship for now. The market situation is not ready for a new passenger ship here on the Turku line. There are not enough passengers and not cargo either. There are still free capacity on the market on this line or this area, so to say. But if the market situation will change, you never know.
That is up to you all there behind the screens to change it for Marina. Thank you.
Thank you.
We jump back again to Mika Saarinen. There's a lot of questions for you.
Today.
How do you see the competitiveness of short sea shipping in part cargoes instead of using direct trucks in Scandinavia?
Well, the weaknesses of our short sea services is the fact that our frequency is not the daily like it is with the trucks. On the other hand, with the hubs and our possibility to get very close to the customers with the hubs, so the mathematics do work. So but it needs also some volume. So as I said earlier, so we need 400 or 500 tons to offer this competitiveness, not only in the money terms, but also with the frequency.
Okay, thank you. Harri.
Yes.
Viking Line's progress in environmental sustainability is remarkable, with biogas use making fossil-free sea crossings possible as your latest milestone. What comes after this achievement? What are your next steps? Is this a little bit what I tried to already get from you, but you didn't?
You tried to go there already. As I told in my presentation, we are exploring the possibilities of finding different fossil-free solutions to fuel the vessels. And there is a project which unfortunately not involves Turku port at the moment, and it's about electricity on a new building which would then be operating between Helsinki and Tallinn. And we will see how that project foresees in the near future. But we're looking for different possibilities, and electricity is one of them. But again, as we talked here, the grid is a problem. The electricity supply is a challenge.
I was just to say, not a problem, a challenge. Yes.
Challenge. And when you talk about challenge, it comes with a cost. And what's feasible and what's not feasible economically, that's a different matter then. But electricity could be a next solution. Will it be Will it be for the end of the time? We'll see. But it's a good solution. It's the fast way to move towards the fossil-free sea transport.
Exactly, and we are all keeping our eyes peeled for the Helios project.
Yes.
There is no one probably in our area who has missed out on that project in the media. Very, very interesting for the Finnish shipping market. Next one goes to both Stevena and Turku Stevedoring. Rika-Maria and Larry. Shared question. Handling project transports can be very demanding. How do you ensure that your staff can handle project transports efficiently and safely? Safety question. Safety is in the core of everything.
Can I start?
Yes.
Well, the safety regulations are high in Finland in general, and in general in stevedoring business, there are extra rules and regulations also. So the safety is daily consideration, and we have also a lot of cooperation with our staff to make sure that everyone goes home safely also.
Yes.
Do you want to add something?
Well, that's a good one, and of course the ports are working places where many is not just the operators. It's a whole ecosystem. So it involves more than just the stevedores. If I might add, so in case we have bigger projects, we have staff that can move from different ports. So we bring our own staff. We don't. So that's one thing also for safety. So everybody knows each other. They are not unfamiliar with each other, and especially in project cargoes, that's one keen factor to get things done.
Yeah, it really is a dangerous business that you are in with the big cargoes and the big machinery. So that's super important. And Mika, yes.
Yeah, may I add something, because we are one of the users of the stevedoring services with the project cargoes. So need to underline again this flexibility and not being a congested port, and by size not a very big port. So with the project cargoes, we can very often build a very smooth timings for trucks to arrive. It's very common that we get truck directly alongside of the vessel, and by, as Larry saying, that everybody knowing each other, so to arrange direct loadings from the trucks directly to the vessel and minimizing the handlings is a very vital thing.
Stress and rush is probably one of the biggest risk factors in it, isn't it? So making it all more efficient with the road connections and everything is basically going back to safety and also sustainability, to keeping the vessels on time and in schedule. So everything goes hand in hand, doesn't it, in this value chain? We have the next question goes. Actually, it's a shared question again to Erik and Marina, Port of Turku and Tallink Silja. The port's construction work is extensive. How does the port ensure smooth traffic during it? And how does Tallink Silja experience traffic amidst construction work? Have you got any feedback from guests or drivers?
And of course I have feedback from our operative manager here in Turku, who sees every day what's happening, and a big thanks to Port of Turku for being flexible. As we can see, it works very well. Of course, the area is smaller and it changes a little bit, but the communication with the port is really good. So we can operate as before with all the changes, but the communication, that's the big thing, that you communicate together and know beforehand for upcoming changes. And from clients, of course, maybe they have to leave some units in another place, but there is also the communication that's important.
That's key. Yes.
So, it's the key factor. So thanks to Port of Turku, it's working very well.
Thank you. We were talking about it this morning, that it's surprising how little feedback. I haven't heard any negative, even if it's a lot going on here and with the street work. Eric, would you like to?
I can only agree. The communication is everything here. It's not only the customer and us. It's also Skanska who's building a terminal and Terramare who's building the pier. We are all in one team, and the people really working there every day. They talk to each other, and when they foresee the bigger changes, then we put it on paper and really plan. So knock on wood, but it's gone according to plan so far. We have maybe one year left on Tallink's side before we have both the pier ready and the terminal for operation. Let's do another good year and we are there.
Yes.
Harri, you are in the same business. Would you like to comment this in any kind of way?
Yeah, well, communication, I underlined that one, yeah, and we will not be moving there in a year's time, but in a few years' time. And we don't have any problems at the moment with the cooperation with the Port of Turku, and we're very happy how it's exceeding today.
Again, one of the strengths, I think, of a small port, to be easy to approach, if I can do a little commercial here in between the questions. For now, I think this is the last question. If we haven't more coming in, there is still time to send your questions. We are well in schedule, so keep them coming on Slido. But during that time, we will go back to Mika Saarinen again. You have mentioned that you can flexibly call at ports other than the scheduled line service ports. How does that affect the timetable for the regular line service?
The round trip what we have between Norway and Finland is calculated on 10 to 11 days, including the port times. However, we allow for the round trip 14 days. So we have 2 to 3 days to make deviations. And we do respect our master schedule, so we are not doing a deviation if it's not possible within the master schedule. But we do have 2 or 3 days in the pocket.
So the end customer will not be neglected because you do. Okay, that's very good. That was, I think, all of the questions that we have for now. Yes, if there is any questions coming in after this, because there's 30 seconds before we see your questions here. If there's any questions coming in afterwards, the representatives will reply by email. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are well in schedule, so thank you to everyone for keeping the schedule, which gives you well time to answer a few poll questions that we have prepared for you. You will find them on Slido, so use again the QR code that you find on your screens to enter Slido, and there is 3 very simple questions there that we would like you to answer. And I have to do this like our president, Alexander Stubb. The questions are: 1, where did you find the information or invitation to this webinar? 2, which part or presentation of today's representatives did you find most useful for your business? And 3, did you find this webinar useful and was your time well spent? Please go to Slido and reply to these questions, because it will be really important for us to know if we should continue doing these kind of sessions also in the future. We thought this was quite fun, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes, it was the absolute first time in the history from Port of Turku, that is 870 years old, that we have ever done a webinar. And thank you so much to our colleagues here for this sharing this historical moment with us. To wrap this up, we will show you a short video of our terminal project, a little quick one to follow what is going on there and what is happening. And please also leave some open comments about the session today. These are also very useful for us. And we want to thank you and wish everyone happy holidays from Turku. Thank you for joining today.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.